Today we're going to be doing inspections of these hives in the apiary, so stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I'm going to be doing some work in the apiary. We've got 70+ degree weather today. This is October 26th, and we've got to get these ladies ready for winter. So let's get suited up, and I'll start taking you through my inspection. I have 3 hives to inspect. Okay, let's see how this one looks. Oh, wow. I got a wasp nest right here. That is not good. Let's see how well this hive is doing. Oh, glued down like crazy. Make sure I don't have the queen on here. The bees have been busy gluing these frames together. Empty frame. Empty. Empty. See, they're not ready to move upstairs yet. I'm going to take this top box off and put it away because we need to reduce the amount of space in here for the winter so they can stay warmer. I'm more interested in their honey stores for the winter. See, all these are empty. Oh, they're starting to draw this comb out. See how they're just now starting to draw that comb out. They've got comb drawn out on this one and that side. Look at this. They got honey on that one. Look at this honeycomb that they've got. Now it's time to finally inspect this hive. This has this side drawn out in honey, or drawn out in wax. That's empty. capped brood. Heavy. Lots of honey. Very heavy. Loaded with honey. And brood. There's the queen. Okay, I'm going to checkerboard this. Okay, that hive, totally inspected upstairs and downstairs. It has a queen. It had some supersedure cells, at least 4 of them that I found that were open. So it's been requeened, and it looks like there was some swarms, unless the queen went ahead and killed those other queens. But I would say 75% of the lower chamber is full, which is a good sign, and they're starting to fill some frames. What I did is I went ahead and checkerboarded some frames, so the bees, I took empty frames and put them between full frames, so the bees near those full frames can go in and draw the wax out on the empty frames and start filling those with honey to help them get them through winter. Okay, let's check out this hive here. See what we got here. Oh, that wasn't good. No queen. No queen. Spritz them down with sugar water. This is a hive that was queened from the original hives. I don't think I like these queens from Redding. See, that frame is empty. It's pulled out. See, it's all drawn out, but has no honey in it. But it's a good sign it's drawn out, so they have room to store honey. This has some this is honey in it. Some of the honey's capped. The honey is being fanned and dehydrated right now to thicken it up, and then they'll cap that honey for the winter months. That's a good sign. This is loaded with honey, capped honey, open honey, capped honey, open honey. My assessment on this hive, it's very small, very weak. I doubt that they'll survive the winter. I will speak with my mentor and see if there's options to like stack this hive on top of another to at least give the bees some survival, a chance to survive. This hive is interesting. The bees are really packed in the propolis across the front, and propolis is a collection of saps from trees that they collect, and they use it to seal up their hives, and it's also used as a medicine. No queen on the lid. No queen on the inner cover. It looks like they have these 4 frames all filled. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Okay, these girls need to be spritzed. Capped honey on that one. I would expect the whole top of it to be capped honey. Oh, this one's heavy. Holy moly. Look at this. This is loaded with honey. I just got stung on the chin. It got through my netting. Okay. These bees are really aggressive. My whole bottom box is full. I have no doubt this hive is going to survive the winter. So everything's put away. I didn't get a chance to check for mites, but I checked to see how good their honey store was, and their honey stores weren't that great on 2 of the hives, so I'll just keep feeding the snot out of them. And the one hive is really super strong. That hive was the original swarm that my buddy Ken picked up. So they looked really healthy, except for that one hive. It was just really small, and I had a feeling it was just the genetics of that queen, like the other queen of the hive that we got from Redding. These were original splits from the original swarms we got. So I have 2 of my good hives, which are the original swarms with the original queens. So I'm just going to stick with that genetics on those queens, because they seem to be really, really good and prolific about storing up honey and also laying brood. There's not much in the way of pollen that they can collect, but I do have some pollen patties, which is a combination of a bunch of proteins like grains and stuff that I can take out of the freezer, thaw them out, and lay them out there so they can at least get their protein. The honey is their carbohydrates and sugars that they need. So bee needs propolis, pollen, and nectar to be able to, or sap, nectar, and pollen to be able to thrive. And I'm going to give them a hand this winter and give them all the food they need. And then when the temperatures start staying at around 50 degrees and below, I'm going to go ahead and add the dry vert sugar in the inner covers where they can go up and get the dry sugar and take it down and utilize that. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen, here at Pine Meadows Hobby Farm in the apiary. I want to thank you guys for joining me on this little adventure. Stay tuned for more videos. You can do that by subscribing, giving me a thumbs up, and sharing my channels or sharing my videos really helps the channel grow. And also you can follow me on social media. I'll see you guys later in more videos. Bye bye.